When people rank devil fruits in One Piece, they always talk about the flashy ones, the magma fruit, the lightning fruit, Kuma's paw fruit, and even Sugar's hobby fruit. Mind you, all of those are understandably so because they're respectively busted. But there is one Logia that does not get the shine it deserves. So today, we're diving into the Soot-Soot Fruit, why it's underrated, and why you should start putting some respect on Karasu's name. But let's be real, Soot doesn't sound exactly like a cool power. Honestly, neither did Rubber until we saw a certain Straw Hat Pirate. I'm just saying. Alright, so what even is the Soot-Soot Fruit? Well, the Soot-Soot Fruit, or the Susu no Mi, is a Logia-type devil fruit eaten by one of the Revolutionary Army's own, Karasu. This means he's part of one of those elite type of devil fruits that can become, create, control, and transform the element itself. In this case, being soot. On paper, soot sounds kind of like the ash you get when you've been grilling for too long. And that's not exactly terrifying. But Karasu shows us that this fruit is way more than fireplace leftovers. In the series, Karasu has demonstrated some really creative applications of his devil fruit. First, obviously, he can transform into soot, giving him the classic Logia intangibility and allowing attacks to pass right through him harmlessly. Second, there are definitely some influences of Itachi taken here because he takes his soot and forms it into crows, like literal soot crows, but also sentient soot crows because the crows can fly independently, deliver messages, and even carry people. Basically, he's able to travel, spread messages, all while being in 3 different places. It's pretty convenient. And last but certainly not least, soot can be hardened and refined and sharpened to pierce through people or things, granting both offensive and defensive versatility. Now, here's where things get fun. As of right now, we've only seen the tip of the iceberg. We've only been teased at the abilities. Because if you actually think about what soot is, the applications are wild. Soot is carbon residue, meaning it's made from incomplete combustion. Which means, in theory, here are a few things Karasu could do with his soot. Create suffocating smog clouds that cut off oxygen. Block visibility like a natural smokescreen. This is not a ninja smoke bomb, this is problematic. Potentially combine his soot with sparks or other ignition sources causing controlled fireworks or explosives, or a train one. You ever seen like the gunpowder trail somewhere? Yeah, like that. Or, as we've seen other Logia users do, they create weapons like the light blade or the ice blade. He can create a blade of soot, or take an already sharp weapon or bladed weapon and coat that in it, making each hit toxic and abrasive. This is a crazy amount of versatility for a fruit that no one talks about. But why is no one talking about this fruit? Why is this fruit so slept on? Well, one, Karasu is a low-key character. He's a chill guy. He's not as loud as Ivankov. He's not as out in the open as Sabo. And we haven't seen him do anything crazy. Yet. I mean, if you don't count what he did at Mary Joie. But he ain't do nothing crazy. Second, the fruit doesn't have anything like crazily visually appealing. It's not as stunning and flashy. Soot just doesn't look as cinematic as waves of magma or lightning striking or the Ursa strike. It doesn't do that. It lacks a certain je ne sais quoi. These attacks are far more subtle, even as a Logia user, which makes people typically forget about it or underestimate just how powerful and versatile this Logia devil fruit is. And 3, it's a new fruit. We haven't seen enough of it. A lot of things right now are speculation. We've only seen literally less than 5 minutes of this entire thing. I'll show you guys a couple clips, but we haven't seen enough of this fruit. We haven't seen enough of this fruit for it to build up a fandom. And when it did come in, it was sparse. It came in introduced along with 4 or 5 other devil fruits, so it didn't get its own time to shine. At least not yet. And if you compare this devil fruit to other fruits, well, let's do that. Compared to the smoke fruit, Karasu has way more offensive capabilities. While yes, smoke can create a smoke screen, it's in the name. However, soot has weight and sharpness. Imagine being covered and coughing, smothering someone faster, or inhalants. Smoke can go in and out of your system. You can cough that out. You're not coughing up the soot. Can Karasu cause cancer? If you want to compare it to like the fire fruit, for one, these two would be a great accompaniment. Having soot and fire would be crazy. However, all soot is the aftermath of a fire. So, you mean? And if you compare it to crocodile sand fruit, soot has some similar properties in terms of smothering and spreading, but with the added bonus of flight and clones. Well, not clones. I mean, you can do You can probably do a Soot clone, but I mean like the crows. You can be in multiple places, whereas no other Logia fruit as of right now allows you to be in multiple places, let alone create or talk over vast distances. That's tough. Get your own Den Den Mushi with a crow. At the end of the day, the Soot-Soot Fruit might not have the same wow factor as something like the Magma Fruit or the Lightning Fruit. But don't let that fool you. It's a Logia with crazy potentials in the hands of a revolutionary commander who hasn't even gone all out yet. If Oda ever gives Karasu a true spotlight fight, I can assure you a lot of y'all will start changing up your top 5 Devil Fruits, and including this. Maybe not top 5, but it's gonna be up there. Definitely B to A tier, easily. Until then, it'll remain one of the more slept on Logias in One Piece. But what do you think? Do y'all think the Soot-Soot Fruit could be one of the stronger Devil Fruits out there if it's utilized properly? Or if we get to see it being utilized, period? Or is it doomed to stay in the darkness shadows like the soot it is? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and you want to see more Devil Fruits, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything else, and don't forget to tell a friend, because like the One Piece journey is for everybody. Tell your friends.
Tell them.
The One Piece is real.